Hey Virgo, welcome to your April 2025 quick read. Let's get into it. 3 cards. What does Virgo need to know about April 2025? Jesus. Labor. What do my Virgos need to know about April 2025? What will they experience during April 2025? What will the zodiac sign Virgo experience April 2025? 2 of fire. One more. What will the zodiac sign Virgo experience April 2025? Okay. Fairies and sylphs. Bear with me, honey. All right, Virgo. So this is going in multiple directions for you, okay? One, I feel a strong sense of something doesn't work anymore. And specifically with this 2 of fire card, you can see this as a 2 of wands card. A bit of a different meaning with when we have these 2, fire representatives, a lion and a lioness sitting at a door, right? And with the 2 of wands, just like with the 2 of wands, you're walking through it. You're kind of making the plan to walk through the doors. In reverse, you're not so sure, right? But this card, especially with the 2 lions, kind of represents not being able to get on the same page about walking through the door and about what the direction is, okay? And when we have a label here, we're talking about work. We're talking about our passions. We're talking about how we show up in terms of, I guess you could say, hard work and career and things of that nature. That's kind of what he represents, especially to me in this deck. And so that may be the problem, is that you are trying to move things forward in life, specifically when it comes to your career, specifically when it comes to your passions, and you're not seeing very much progress, okay? The people around you, they don't have the same, I guess, aspirations or goals. Maybe they do, but they're not trying to go about it the same way that you do. And that may cause some issues this month. Same with fairies and sylphs. The thing is, it sounds good, but nothing's really happening. It's kind of just all up in the air, and that's the biggest problem. It's too in the air. There's nothing's being put, like sound and being put to work. And I'm gonna tell you, this also may apply to an air sign around you. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Does not have to be, but this may apply to that as well. And just honestly, you finding yourself having to let someone go because of this, because you're not on the same page. You're misunderstanding each other. You're at different points in life. You just don't get it, and it's time to just let it go. And it doesn't have to be an air sign specifically. It's just when you feel like things have no grounds, like there's no foundation. So how can I build on something that doesn't have foundation, that I can never seem to get on foundation, okay? For others of you, if it's just career, or if it's just like that more material plane, you may realize like, okay, cool, I've lost the vision. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do it. And I need to get back to that sense of groundedness that I had before when it came to this. So you may find yourself like kind of finding answers for things, researching, doing what you can to make it all make sense again, okay? Clarity. 3 more cards, Spirit. What will the zodiac sign Virgo experience in April 2020? Yeah, 5 of water. Yeah, there's like this theme of being tired. 5 of earth. Okay, 5 of water is similar to the 5 of cups. 5 of earth, similar to the 5 of pentacles in reverse. Okay, and then we have Mr. Message from Earth. And then there is the 6 of air here as well. Okay. Earth signs and air signs may be very, very important to you in the month of April. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Does not have to be. There may come a point where you feel very overwhelmed, and like there's so much. You may feel that now, honestly, Virgo. As a Virgo rising myself, like I get it. There may be this feeling of overwhelm. And not necessarily in a bad way. I don't want you to freak. It just feels like every day there's something to do, something to deal with, something to work on, and it's making you drown a little bit. Especially in regards to a connection. If you feel like there's this constant, like, just like constantly you trying to grip at something, you trying to make things make sense, and it's just like you just always end up in a place where you can't get on board, and that starts to become a little bit of an issue. But the great part is about the 5 of earth is that you do recover. You do tell yourself, well, let me not go down this hole. I'm not going to go down this hole. I'm going to choose to stay up here and focus on what I can control. I'm going to focus on the skills. I'm going to focus on what I can build, what I can do, things of that nature, instead of trying to focus on something that can't. It's almost a lost cause, if I'm being honest with you. Okay? So whether it's in a relationship or a job, and this can come down to the simplest of things. Let me say this. Say you're working a job and it's overly stressful and you've done everything that you possibly can do to make it better, and it's still not being better. But you still need this job, obviously, because you need the money. So then you might say to yourself, well, you know what? Look, I'm going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to come up in here. I'm going to do what they tell me to do. I'm going to, get the paperwork out, etc., etc. But that's about as much as I have the capacity for. And that actually brings you much more peace than trying to force things to go away that they clearly aren't trying to go. Okay? But let's clarify that. What do my Virgos need to know about their career and finances this month? Steady income, organizing accomplishments. Come on, frame. What are my Virgos experiencing in their career and finances in April 2025? Career spirit. Uh-oh. So many. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take what actually popped out. We have Buddha. Tower. Yeah, making sound decisions. Now, I did see this a little bit. There's a card called Oshumare that almost came out. And that card has a lot of abundance in it. So, gift, receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, okay? Award, winning money, payoff, okay? Things spinning out of control, upward trend, okay? So, it's like, it's good and bad. I think generally, everything is steady. Excuse me, guys. Everything is steady. Everything is going as planned. You're trying to build upon what's already there, Virgo. So, if you have a business, I think I say this almost every reading. Whatever you have, you're trying to make it more of what it already is. And I think for a while there, for some of you, you've been stuck or maybe even focused on other areas. So you haven't really been able to hone in on this goal like you normally have. But this month, you're back on it. If you are usually, which is crazy because this says organizing. We know what you're known for, that organization in the zodiac. But if for whatever reason you haven't been on top of that, this month you get back on it, specifically with your finances, meaning budgeting, planning, putting things back into your savings account if you weren't doing it before. Like whatever you weren't doing in terms of organization and finances, now you're back doing it. Because I feel like you may have taken a break, not intentionally so, but you took a break a little bit and now you're like, let me focus back on my business. What did I say? We're focused back on our money and focused back on what we can actually do something about. And I hate to say this, but I think sometimes like when it comes to relationships and things, we forget how fickle they can be. We forget how much control we don't have in terms of other people. This month it's almost like you figure it out. Oh, I can't control that. I can't control this job. I can't control them people. I can't make that person do what they say they was going to. You know what? I'm going to focus on what I can focus on. And you get back to working on you. And that's what's going to, like I said, it's going to make you feel so much better this month instead of stressing about what other people are not doing and how they're not participating, right? So that's going to be, or even more so like focusing on, okay, who's cheating what? Who's cheating the system? Who did this? Who did that? Doesn't matter. You're focused on yourself again, okay? And what makes you happy. Okay, so for some of you could have spiritual work or just be working in your life purpose. And it doesn't have to be spiritual. If you're an artist through and through, you're doing art. If you are a business person through and through, you're doing business, whatever the case may be. And that may fulfill you in a great way this month. So I don't even think money's a problem ever this month. Honestly, your income is pretty steady and pretty, it works for you. I think this month now you're just like, okay, how can I make it more and better? And how can I get back on my stuff like I was before? Okay, you may get some finance or some benefits too while you're at it. Things get better, promotions, working that second job. You finally start seeing what you've been trying to see for months. Okay, but one thing you do this month is move on. And I love that for you, Virgo. So let's get into your love and relationships in April 2025. What is Virgo? Someone who rising needs to know about their love and relationships in April 2025. Spirit, make it abundantly clear for me. Thank you, Island time. Especially with that six of air that came out earlier. Bride. Ooh. which I like to think of you, Virgo, our maiden in the tarot. I did see Made with Love kind of low-key tried to come out, but let's get you an official card. What does Virgo need to know about their love and relationships in April 2025? Thank you. Rocking it. That's even better. Yeah. If you are a single Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you have left somebody in the dust, honey. I heard very clearly with the Island Time card, I need time away from you. And I don't think this is towards you. I think it's the other way around. I think that you have been dealing with someone or some situation for some time, and you're getting to the point where it just doesn't work for you anymore. Like I said, I think you're on different planes, different levels, different mindsets. You realize that, and you decide that you need time for yourself. Maybe for a few of you, this may be initiated by the other person, but I don't feel that way. I genuinely feel like this is you, Virgo, saying, I need to work on myself. I'm worried about myself right now, and that's it. It's very empowering because you do get your confidence back. You do feel that sense of like, I don't know, pride that you did the right thing in terms of yourself. You don't put yourself on the back burner anymore. But that actually makes you much more attractive to whomever it is that you take a step back from, like even more so. I will also say for some of you, now some of you could be getting married. That is obviously in the cards, and that gives you, that's fun. For somebody specific, very, very specific, you are having a destination wedding. Congratulations. Yay. Maybe not this month, but that may be something you're focusing on. But for others of you, there is someone who does want to offer long-term commitment to you. But because of your attachment to whomever, whatever this is, that's what was holding it back. So if you were wondering like, damn, where's my person? Well, that's why. You keep attaching yourself to groundless things, trying, and I get it, because you're Virgo. You want to help, you want to love, you want to show people how to show people that it's safe and show people how to get through the mess that they're in. But the reality of it is a lot of people are not ready for that level of love, Virgo. They're not ready to do the work them damn selves. So when you come in with your plans and your organization and your love and your care and your consistency, baby, everybody ain't built for that, okay? For some reason, I feel the need to pull out for this, so I will, and I'll close. What does Virgo need to know about the love and relationships in April? Girl, careful. Careful, my Virgo. Some of you may be pregnant or getting pregnant this month. Pregnant with a purpose, baby. One more. I feel the need to pull again. Liar and vacation. Okay. So a vacation may be coming up for you as well. And again, be careful of someone that's sneaky. They lie a lot. Like I said, maybe that's why you're cutting this person off or taking time away from somebody or something. Okay? But otherwise, you're having a really good month. I'm proud of you. Bye, Virgo.